the first 2 days were a blur, but I hesitated. I had a big turnaround yesterday. Still need help with most stuff, but I can stand up straight and walk without foot pain. What? Dude, that's awesome. You had, like, legitimate back surgery, right? Like, not that there's illegitimate back surgery, but you, like, legitimately had back surgery. That's fucking wild. I'm so excited for you. I'm just so excited that you got something done and that it's not gonna fucking, like, torture you anymore. Backs are the worst. Good morning, Void. How are you, love? I hope you're doing well. I slept so much yesterday. Jesus Christ, sunshine, hello. Um, I was so tired. I barely remember stream. Where's my I forgot my coffee. One moment, Koshiro. Coffee, cheers. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. I had a very good wait, no, I had very bad spondylolisthesis. Sp- Spond That's a word that hurts me. Coffee, cheers, love. That's a word that hurts my head. Spondylolisthesis. Spond sp- Oh, science words though. I can say spider names all day, but that one's gonna throw me off for some reason. It means one vertebrae was out of alignment. So were you born with a vertebrae out of alignment, or did you do something? Like what? How does one avoid such a horrible thing? And so they fused them, so it like is impossible to go out to like fall out, I guess, or whatever you would say now, right? Ouch. I'm just happy you got something done for it. I know so many people, and I'm sure you do too. I'm sure all of us do, who live in existential pain, and there's no solution. Like they just live on painkillers, which sucks. Like the stigma against painkillers is terrible because some people legitimately fucking need painkillers to live. And then there's people who use them, in bad ways. It's because of my EDS. The L5S1 joints were loose and grinding on each other. Oh my God. Your vertebrae. Oh my God. Ow. Ow. That sounds the way my mom described her knees before she had her knee replacements. She said essentially what happened was she ground away all the cartilage, so the bones were just like grinding on each other for years. I dated a guy when I was in college whose mom was a nurse, and she was a baby mother nurse, and if you're a nurse, you're basically just destroying your back your whole life. Like that's all you do. And I'm trying to think what happened. I'm trying to remember what happened. Bitch, Jade. Thank you for the love and the laughs. Thank you so much for some of the class, keeping the class alive and giving any swings that Prime sub. Don't forget your Prime subs, motherfuckers. Bezos makes billions of dollars and does nothing for society. You don't have to use it here, but use it somewhere. Thank you. Um, my ex's mom, she had to. So I'll tell you what she had to have done. I don't remember exactly what happened, but she had to literally have her neck, like she was practically beheaded in surgery. It was crazy. So she said one day she was working and literally her entire right side just went dead. Like her right arm went dead. She couldn't use it. Like it literally was unfunctional. And I guess what had happened from like years and years of rolling people and shit like that, that it had compressed the disc between the vertebrae in her neck. And that compressed disc like pinched the nerve that drives her entire right arm. So she had to go in and no shit, they literally like it's actually really fascinating. Because I was thinking like she's gonna have this fucking like throat scar because she knew what they were gonna do. They so fucking finely and carefully went through and so you know how like you have the natural lines in your neck? They cut into one of the lines of her neck, split her neck open, went in and put a cadaver disc in her spine, and then sewed her up, and now she's great. But it was so like those kind of surgeries just baffle me. Like fucking around. Can you imagine going to school to be a surgeon and choosing to do spinal surgeries? Like, what kind of literal labia do you need to have that level of courage to fuck with spinal cords? I just can't even. Lindsay, what up? Oh my god, your username's so easy though. It's Lynn's Claire. I got this. It's an easy change, love. Thank you for letting me know though. It was fucking metal. And then get this. So they put her on a bunch of Percocets and everything when she got her neck thing done. And then they just cold cut her off of them. So she had to go, she went through like horrific DTs, like I don't think it's called DTs when you're on other drugs. It's the delirium tremens or whatever with this alcohol. But essentially, she went through withdrawals because they didn't wean her. Like, she's a nurse. The doctor knows her personally, and she went from like some huge dose of perks to nothing. And she literally had to go in and like berate them. She's like, you have to like dose me down, but I'm vomiting every 3 minutes right now. Like, it was horrible. It's, well, no shit, cynical. Every single surgeon I've ever known, I don't know if it's a God complex, but they have to have some level of like like how do I say it? Like blind confidence, but they have to. Like, how else would you have the courage to dig into someone's spine? I couldn't do it. I would never. I've held a heart once in my life while it was still connected to a human, and I never want to do that again. Like the you sneeze and you fucking snip something. Good God. Linz, I've been okay. I'm fucking tired, dude. Like, I'm just so stressed out. We've been, like, there's just been so much going on in the world and in my personal life that stream has been a lovely, what's the word? Escape from life. You guys are my favorite thing right now. Good morning, sheepy. Thankfully, they've got a good plan for getting off these oxys. Good. I was appalled with what, I mean, she was appalled. She knew better. She's a fucking amazing baby mother nurse. Like, I've talked about that before, but there ain't no nurse like a baby mother nurse. Bitches are strong, motherfuckers. Take your joy, motherfuckers.
Did you take your joy today? Never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Wait, save me from the giant cat in my home. He's imprinted on me and won't go away. You got another cat? How? How did you just pick up another cat? God damn, that sun is so bright today. It was upset about the eclipse yesterday, now it's attacking. How did you get another one? Dude, Mogrins, please lurk. Like, I'm shocked you're type. Like, I would be laid up watching fucking The Office or something. Like, seriously, rest. My plan for today is I want to play Destiny. I haven't got to play Destiny on stream for a while, and I just really want to play. I want to make I only, how do I say this? If you don't play Destiny, basically there's 3 classes, and I only have 2 of the classes fully leveled out, and I want to make a Titan. And so that's what I want to do today. But I started a new book, and I really wanted to read you guys the first like paragraph out of it because it's so fucking good. It's just like one of the most informative things like, it's kind of, I don't know. I read fucked up shit. Hold on, I gotta find the line. The book is called Gory Details: Adventure from the Dark Side of Science. Of course it is, but the first line describes basically how your body breaks down when you die. And it's fucking there it is. Fucking fat. I just love the way he worded it. It's so good. It's the one that I'm taking care of for a friend. Oh, the one that attacked Kevin. Oh my god, he loves you now. Dude, Dovakota, a fucking man. I mean, no shit. I was not medicated when I first started streaming, had a full-on breakdown, became medicated as streaming. These guys keep me as honest as I keep them. I would forget my shit if it wasn't for these guys. The book is wild. I mean, it's not like I would say it's definitely a book for medical professionals. You know what I mean? Like, I read a lot of, historical kind of surgery books or science books and stuff like that, and a lot of them are written for the layman, so, like, for someone who didn't go to medical school. This one gets pretty heavy. I'm further than this right now. It gets pretty, like, technical, you know? I don't know, is it by Erica? It doesn't say it on the top of the screen. I don't wanna lose my page. Is it? It literally doesn't say the author in here. That's so great. I just have it's on my iPad because I'm poor. But yeah, it's like green. Is it green and black? Like neon green, like vines and shit like that all over it? Good morning, Najio. How are you? So we look at stars that scream like children to deal with the crippling feeling of doom that is living on this rock. Dude, for real. Is he still attacking Kevin? They shouldn't still be attacking. Jeez. Okay, so this is like the first page of the not the intro of the book, but just listen to this. It's so good. The the chapter is called "The Living Dead: When Microbes Turn the Tables on Us," but it's so good. At any given moment, roughly the same number of microbes are living within you as there are human cells in your body. A whole lot of these tiny hangers on are just waiting for you to drop dead, and what happens next is providing groundbreaking clues for figuring out when we die. Within about 4 minutes of your demise, bacteria inside you will start cranking up the party like it's 1999. First, thanks to a process called autolysis, or self digestion, your cells start popping open like champagne bottles. Bacteria previously relegated to fighting over scraps in your intestines suddenly find themselves awash in the microbial equivalent of a Las Vegas buffet's bottomless brunch. As they start to slurp up the cellular juices inside you, some of the bacteria on your skin start working on you from the outside in. Thus begins the process of decomposition. It's a little unsettling when you think about it. Okay, maybe a lot unsettling, but it still begs the question. What the timing though. Thank you for the resub, zombies. Zombies, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving 80 swings for 17 fucking months in a row with that prime sub. I goddamn appreciate you. It still begs the question, what keeps all those bacteria from decomposing you while you're alive? That's silly, you say. I'm alive. Only dead things decompose. Fair enough, but why is that? One crucial reason is that when you're alive, your immune system fends off decomposition by waging a battle to the death with microbes. Our bodies are under constant assault from bacteria, fungi, and viruses that would love to get inside us, consume our delicious organic matter, and reproduce like mad. We call these microbes germs. And when they harm us, whether by eating us alive, hijacking our cells to replicate themselves, or making toxic waste products, we call that an infection. Our immune system's on call 24/7 to fight off these invaders while giving a pass to more benign bacteria like the ones in our guts that helped us digest food. It's a pretty amazing feat. It's so well put. I'm just I love it. This book is really well. If you like books like this, I highly suggest reading it. Um, Decomposition, on the other hand, is what happens when you die and your immune system shuts down. At that point, your body essentially gets its first break from a war it's been fighting every moment of your life. The bloodstream no longer delivers oxygen and nutrients to tissues and organs, and cells begin to die. Meanwhile, enzymes start to dissolve dying cells from the inside out, eventually popping these cellular champagne bottles. That happens quickly in the pancreas and liver, which are rich in enzymes, and in the brain, which contains abundance of water. Bacteria begin to run amok, taking over organ after organ as they multiply. Though most of us may prefer not to think about our eventual decomposition in this kind of detail, forensic scientists have found it useful to document exactly which bacteria make a meal of our dead bodies and to time their activities. No shit, the chapter goes on to explain how they measure bacterial farts to decipher when a body died. Incredible. I highly suggest you give it a read if you like books like this. It's very fascinating, and the author puts shit in a really funny, good way. I know, take us back to the earth, little flesh eaters. Seriously, I'm all about that biocomposition because I cannot stand the idea of not going back to the earth, like being in a box. So let me give you the layout of how the days go. I let Kevin out at 8 to 9 a.m. The two I'm looking after are free roaming. Kevin goes down the stairs and all is well. Eventually, I hear this curdling screech, and Kevin runs upstairs. Good morning. It's a good book. I think I got it on Kindle, like Kindle whatever for free. Well, free, I pay for it because I read a lot, but it's very good. It's informative but funny, you know. And the chapter I'm on right now is literally going over forensic details. Like they talk about there's this artist who creates miniature dioramas in shoeboxes that are like hyper realistic crime scenes, and that's how investigators learn how to decipher crime scenes. And there's some of these dioramas that are from like the 60s that are still used today because they're so fucking good. And it's this one like lady made them. She was really famous. It talks about her in the book. It's really interesting. I know, poor Kevin. I mean, no shit, Mogrins. Like, was Kevin the first? I think Kevin was the first. Like, this was during COVID time or some shit like that. And like, I can't remember if Knives took Kevin for a couple, like some friends that couldn't take care of Kevin for a while or something like that. But he got this chick cat. And then it's just like, it's like Knife's friends found out that he's a nice person and will take their animals if they can't take care of them. And now he's got a dog and another cat. And it's like, he's accumulating because other people are like, oh shit, I can be a bad parent and give my animal away. Sick. Oh, Viata, boo. Should we cheers the work woes way? Oh my God. Viata. And anyone who smokes. One moment. This is important. I was Oh, Kevin was the stray lost runaway. Oh, okay. I thought I could have swore someone had you take care of him and you just never like you were like the owners are going to get him back and I kept making fun of you being like, "No, that's your cat now," but I don't remember. It's been a while since that one. Um I so I was on Reddit the other night and I subscribed to a subreddit called R Trees and it's just weed stuff. People post pictures of like pretty weed they got, they ask questions, they talk about weed. It's just a weed subreddit. And someone posted on there and I think they must have been a new smoker or something because they posted a picture of their keef tray and they were like, "I just discovered today that my grinder has a third compartment." And I was like, "Oh my God, how the fuck do you buy a grinder and you don't realize the third compartment exists?" So then I went and I checked my keef cache and I took a picture of it because I have to show you it. It's don't forget your keef cache, my dudes. Don't forget your keef because you end up with this. It was a solid brick. Solid brick. And it filled this up. My little Kiefer Sutherland is fucking full now. This was the brick I had to bust apart in there. Don't forget your keef catch. So I'm gonna keef my bowl up. That's the moral of this story. I've got a lot. It has to happen. Yeah, don't forget your keef catch. I want to become worm food, then eaten by a bird, then turned into shit, so I think can then go around and be the shit that lands on my former boss's brand new cars. But then you have to listen to your brand new boss's shitty music in their car forever because you're just like on their windshield, and I doubt they wash their fucking windshield. There was another one that was found that was called Bagheera. That was the black cat I gave. Oh, I remember that one. Yep. I remember that one. I remember when you found someone for Bagheera to go to. I remember that. Here's a question for you. Why did we cut down a bird's home to make a birdhouse, which is a home for a bird? How tall does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, you will never know. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I hope they're not cutting down trees just to build a fucking birdhouse, though, because that'd be pretty fucked up. Dog fuzz. It's everywhere. Oh, Koto, how are you, love? The two are like 9 to 10-year-olds that a friend gave me because he couldn't keep them because he had to move. He'll be back for them once he moves again. I'm taking care of his dog as well. You think he's going to come back? You really do? Yes? Okay. All right. I believe it. I'd come back for my dog, but I have to believe. I was going to say, dude, your track record, like my hope wouldn't be too high if I was you. Just because you just like, you accumulate them like I accumulate spiders. Good morning, Vex. How are you, love? Dude, Vex. I was just showing everybody this. I saw a post on Reddit where someone was like, they posted a picture of their keef catch, and they were like, "Hey, I just discovered that my grinder has a third compartment, and it was fucking full." And I was like, "Tee hee ha ha, new stoners. Who the fuck who doesn't check their keef catch?" Me, I don't. It was a solid brick, just a brick. It was great. So I keefed a bowl. Dude, I barely remember yesterday, Vex. It's very weird. I was so kind of like I remember all the black hole stuff. Like literally after stream, I started spitting it out at Zach, and he just walked away from me. Like he didn't even say anything. He was just like, mm-mm, and walked away. And I was like, but the discs though. I know we are. I keefed it up. We're keef bowling today because I have a lot of keef. It filled Kiefer Sutherland. So this is my keef collection, I guess. And I named it Kiefer Sutherland because I'm a dork. But this thing was maybe like that full, and that's how full it is now. Oops. Wait, speaking of spiders, I went to see an outdoor showing of Hocus Pocus. Oh, fuck yes. And I went to get my outdoor chair, and there was a false Black Widow on the with egg pouches. At least it was a false Black Widow. I think they hurt if they bite, but they're not deadly. Ouch. I learned yesterday that there are only 2 recorded deaths in the history of mankind from tarantulas, and it wasn't the tarantula bite. Like, it was people got bit, and then they got a fucking nasty infection because they didn't put a Band-Aid on it. Gross. Cheers, y'all. Oh my god. Speaking of buttholes, Zoe, have you watched The Boys? Anybody that's watched The Boys. This is a question. I'm rewatching it right now because there's a new series called, like, Team V or something. I don't know. It's about kids in, like, a school. That's afterwards. Okay, so I'm rewatching The Boys right now. So I'm watching season 3. And I can't remember if this episode was the end of season 2 or beginning of season 3, 'cause I don't know, I binge it. But you know the episode with the guy that can shrink really small and crawls up a penis? That's the start of 3? Okay. So you remember that part. So, I have a question. If this guy's power is to shrink and grow constantly, you would theoretically assume it had something to do with his living cells, his DNA and whatever. How the fuck does his hair do it? And fingernails? I can't stop thinking about that. Cuz it's dead. Like theoretically if he shrunk really small, his hair would like the follicle would shrink, but the hair would stay cuz it's dead. It's not part of him, you know? And like theoretically when he shrinks really tiny, he should leave like a cloud of dust of all the dead skin and dead follicles. But that's saying it's still connected to him is like saying his clothes would shrink cuz they're connected to him. I don't know the answer, but it's haunting me. That scene is so weird. Like, if you guys haven't watched The Boys, it's an incredible show. And there's a superhero who can shrink really tiny or grow really big, and he shrinks really small and jumps inside the head of someone's penis. Incredible. In fucking credible. The Boys is incredible. What up, BDO? How are you? Is Gen V? See, I want to watch it, but The Boys. I haven't watched The Boys for so long. I completely forgot about Stormfront. I completely forgot she was even a character. No, we were talking about The Boys. It's college age kids and I like it better than The Boys. That's what I keep hearing. It's like funnier than The Boys. It's less like serious dark shit. I want that Mishy, I want that cauldron so bad. I know, I saw it. Let me pull it up. Hold on, I'll show everybody. It looks so fucking good. It looks amazing. My bong is actually broken again. I don't know how it happened, but this little guy's got a fucking hairline fracture right there. And so I'm being so stupid delicate with it because I cannot afford another bong, and I'm running out of spares. Look at this adorable piece of shit. Look at that little fuck. If you have money, you should buy it and tell me how it is. She wasn't a Nazi's child, but she was a Nazi. She was married to the Vought guy who started Vought, who was a Nazi. If I remember correctly. Her story's pretty short, honestly. Yeah, she was just a straight up fucking Nazi. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Superman can catch someone in the air and they don't fucking turn into they don't turn into a puddle. There's a thin microscopic layer around him that actually does the shrinking and enlarging. Really? So it's kind of like the invisible guy, how he doesn't really turn invisible, his skin like bends the light or whatever, right? Isn't that his like shtick? Yeah, she's oldest. She's over 100, I think. Yep, the first Nazi stand of Vought. Yeah, she was fucking nats. Not oh, dude. Season 2 is wild. Knives. That's the season that involves Stormfront, and she is a Nazi. I don't know how else to put it. Like, what's a worse insult? She's a fucking Nazi. Like, she's crazy. One connection I made is Homelander is basically Commodus from Gladiator. Oh my god. Holy shit, he is. Titty milk and everything. Oh my god, speaking of that scene where he's like I cannot take Homelander's mouth. His like weird lickiness with the milk. Good morning, Loznay. Isn't that what cloaks do? Don't they bend light? I've never heard it even explained, but I think the guy in The Boys, his skin is diamonds, which is why he's also like unkillable until they do the thing that kills him. Which watch the show; it's fantastic. Um, the which hero gasm? The one with Popclaw, where she like the guy's head. I have a love hate with Homelander. It's so weird. I love his character and I love the show, but he's a fucking maniac. Like he's such a good villain, dude. We're in I'm in season 3 right now. I say we like we're all watching it together. In season 3 right now, just rewatching it, but no spoilers. But there is a scene where someone like threatens Homelander and he straight up says like, "Go ahead, do it. Because if you do it, I'll lose everything, but then I have nothing to lose." And it's horrifying. Like the idea of Homelander having nothing to lose and not caring about people's opinion is so scary. Like he is so scary. He's so good. Whoever wrote him did a phenomenal job. And the actor is really good too. I don't know the actor's name, but he does such a fucking good job. Holy shit. Literally, Ghetto, like, I mean, he's unstoppable as far as we know. Like, literally. I mean, I don't mean to say literally over and over, but he quite literally is unstoppable as far as we know. But if you're talking about the hero gasm, I'm talking about that was season 1. I feel like they deliberately overdo Homelander's makeup to make it clear that he's artificial and counterfeit. He looks kind of like a Ken doll, right? Like, he looks kind of plastic. I love to hate him, I do. He's just really well written bad guy. Daddy issues, twisted morality, just wants to be loved, adored, abuses their power. Commodus and Homelander are the same. Imagine Commodus with the power of Homelander. Wicked, you can always ask a question. I don't know if I'll have an answer, but I can do my best. No one's unstoppable. True. That's what I mean. Like, thus far. Thus far. The actor's from New Zealand. Oh my god, I forgot about that. He does. He has a New Zealand accent, which is so weird. His face reminds me of, it's like, was it like Toy Soldiers or something? Where it almost looks like he's got prosthetics on to make his like jaw look bigger or something, but he doesn't. He just has a great face for it. And there's a really good scene in season 3 where you actually see him without his super suit on, like without any of it. And he's not jacked at all. He's a very normal dude. And it really puts it in perspective. Like I'm glad they did that scene because you see what the suit does and makes him so much more imposing. It jacks him up like 4 inches. Like it does so much for him that without it, I mean, he's still scary, but the image is definitely part of the scary, I think. Evil Superman, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Voice coaches. I just don't know how they do it. You would never know he's from New Zealand ever. What are the potential implications for the nature of time and space if going experiments at the forefront of theoretical physics, such as those probing the foundations of quantum mechanics or investigating the concept of extra dimensions in string theory, yield groundbreaking results that challenge our current understanding of the fabric of the universe? 42. Yeah? Yes, off of an Uncle Sam propaganda poster, exactly. Or something like BioShock or something, yeah. Who else has a weird orange face who's a power-hungry maniac? And a horrible racist with terrible morals that just wants, yeah. Jason Momoa commercial where he takes off all that shit. What commercial? I don't have TV. I don't see commercials. Oh, so I have to give you a word answer? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Dolichotheliodiamantinensis. Did I get it? If I knew half those words, I would literally give it my best. But I know what string theory is simply because of Big Bang Theory, and that is not a source. Dude, give me the nodders. We used to have nodders, actually. I pay for BTTV so we can have as many emotes as we want. So you give it to me, we get it. I don't know if I've seen this one. There's another really cool commercial though, where it's actually kind of sad, but he was a model. He took his own life a few years ago, which is super fucking depressing. But it was a commercial for this really intense makeup called Dermablend, which is renowned now. I mean, this commercial has been out for like almost 15 years or whatever. But this guy, if you remember, he went by Zombie Boy, and every inch of his body, every inch of his flesh was tattooed, and his face and head looked like a zombie with the skull cut off, and it looked like a brain and shit like that. But they used this fucking makeup to cover up every single tattoo on his body, and it's phenomenal. It really does work. And the commercial I think it's going backwards with the makeup or forwards. I can't remember. I'll look it up after we watch this one. It's really fucking cool. And it's got a really good song in it, actually, too. I know how to say that word. Disestablishmentarianism. Fuck.
Not today.
What? This is where we're playing Destiny, so I don't have to do this. Whoa. Right? Couple of days, dude. That's what I would think. Hours in that chair of just like doing this and waiting and not sweating. Where do you recognize him from? He might have been in Glee, like featured. I don't think he was a main character, but yep, Born This Way music video. He was in the Born This Way music video. I actually think, coffee tongue. I actually think him and Gaga were pretty close, she had a really hard time when he unalived himself. Happy time zone, B-Tree. How are you? Oh my God, Kendo. There isn't enough paint thinner in the world to get that shit out of his skin. Like, have you ever seen those people who are blue? I just opened that on the wrong monitor. Have you ever seen those people that are blue because they take like silver? You know, I think it's like a situation like that. Like, we need to dip him in bleach or something. Hold on, what was I gonna look up? That's what I was gonna look up. My brain. I slept too much. They're here. They're just staring at me. They're so creepy. You guys have a definite shitting schedule. I see you. I see you there. Her voice is amazing. I agree, David. Yeah, David said, I feel like all these female singers from when we were young got a lot of undeserved and weird shit. I agree, and I don't know why. I think because they were, like, ultra successful in our eyes, ultra successful, like, creations of the industry, and so people were like, fuck that shit. They're just, like, they're perpetuating blah, 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 blah. Like, My mom says this all the time. She's like, if it wasn't for like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, none of you girls would hate your bodies today because we burned our bras in the 70s. And I'm like, what the fuck did Miley Cyrus do to make me hate my body? What? Right? Like, these were just people who were a product of their own, situation. Nothing, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I hear that kind of stuff a lot. People love to blame people instead of like the industry, I guess. Excuse me? Right? Karen motherfucking Carpenter who unalived herself by literally not eating? Yeah, I know. That's me too. I'm like, you don't burn a bra and suddenly fix body issues. What the fuck? Oh, Gaga, I mean, I was trying to actually find there's a couple different shows where she sits down and sings that song at her piano. And I was trying to find a specific one where she fucking lets go. Like she has the most powerful voice. I think because that was such a small venue, she was really holding back. Because she really does. Her voice is phenomenal. I just filled them in with blue. Seriously, my eyebrows are just so fucking thin naturally because I destroyed them as a child because of Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera that I can just use eyeshadow and fill them in any color I want now. Which is great because it's fun. Those bitches, they held those tweezers. They told me to do it. My mom's version of feminism is way different than my version. Feminism is an interesting thing. It's a very interesting concept because I don't want to be better than. I just want to be the same, like equal. Ruined an entire generation of eyebrows. I know. It definitely wasn't Cosmo magazine and America's Next Top Model that made us all hate ourselves because Tyra Banks said you shouldn't be over 99 pounds if you're under 5'5" or whatever. That wasn't it. Nope. It was. What? I can't even say it. It hurts me. Although, I mean, an entire generation of eyebrows was ruined by beauty standards. Not those poor girls. Oh my god. Their eyebrows were ruined by the beauty standards too, for fuck's sake. Gwen Stefani eyebrows, though. Oh my god. They were like 1920 lines. She sings without a mic when she does her jazz show. She did it as a nod to Tony. No shit. I didn't know she sings without a mic. Who's gonna watch The Joker? Wait, it's a musical? I'll probably accidentally watch it when it comes out, like, for free on a streaming service. I'm just like, this is just personal. I like the Joker Harley, like, thing in the comics and shit like that. The Killing Joke's great. But I'm just so tired of all them just remaking the exact same thing over and over again. Similar with Spider-Man. Spider-Verse, blah, blah, blah. They're all great, but I'm just so bored of Spider-Man. I'm just bored. Come up with something. Stop redoing shit. Like, with a new actor? I don't know. I just get really bored with it. It's the same shit, just new face. Margot Robbie was a great Harley. I love Gaga, but why did we have to do Harley again? Margot Robbie did a great job. Like, where was the flaw? And when you redo it this fast, if I was Margot Robbie, I'd feel kind of shitty. I'd be like, fuck, what did I do? Gaga's parts are a musical. No shit, I didn't know that. Peer pressure. It's the best. Y'all remember Christian Dirty? Wait. Remember Christina Dirty Discourse? Yes. And nowadays, I'm sure you've heard about this, David. Nowadays, it's all about like these like famous people talking filthy about young, like underage stars, like how they're waiting for them to turn 18. Like it just gets weirder. Like why are you so obsessed with these young people's bodies and what they look like? I think you might be the problem. Like these people, you know? Good morning, Cal. I was a spokesperson, organizer for feminism at my uni for 3 years, so I learned a lot of amazing intersectional work in that time. That sounds fucking exhausting. I'm going to be honest. The idea of being in a room with a bunch of people that openly call themselves feminists makes me kind of want to vomit. Not that there's anything wrong with feminists. I just picture the kind of people that would be in that room would be insufferable as fuck. Am I off base? Weave, what up? Thank you so much for resetting the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus swings. I appreciate you. They've done that 18 thing forever. It's gross. It's gross. Anytime she's on screen, expect music. That'll be weird. Weird. Different version, different vibe. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'll watch it. Accidentally probably, but I probably won't pay for it. You know? You know. We had a strict no turf and no swerve policy. Okay, that makes it way less good. Cuz I'm glad you knew exactly where my brain went with like a room of feminists, of people like I consider myself a feminist cuz I fucking love women. I don't want us to be like better and rule the world or anything, although we could if we fucking woke up. But I equality for all, like fuck it all. But there is a group of people who are like, I'm a feminist, like JK fuckface, and they believe that if you've never had a menstrual cycle, you can't be a part of the feminist movement. You're not a woman. Trans men are men, trans women are women, period, end of story, amen. Cheers. Furry lover, can you do a handstand in the snow? Oh, tradesies. Worked the football game yesterday and I've already delivered. Oh, God, I'm already delivering food today. It is the weekend and it is a Sunday. Isn't there a classic rock song with the lyrics, She's Only 17? Yeah. Mm hmm. Yes. There's a lot. I mean, I think actually, what's his name? Drake? Drake is under fire right now because he's got multiple songs talking about Billie Eilish's boobs when she was underage and the little girl that plays 11 from Stranger Things. And, like, they have video footage of those little girls as underage little girls talking about how he texts them all the time and how he helps them with boys when they were underage. Icky. Icky fucking icky. Ew, Drake. Big fucking yuck. Why are we gatekeeping equality? I don't fucking know. I don't know. That's what I'd say too. It's like, why would you, like, that's not the point. That's what? That's not the point. What's a swerf? Is that just in regards to, I'm gonna guess, sex workers? I think so, right? Isn't it it's getting a little better. Sometimes when I feel like I'm past my prime, I remember that all the Avengers are like 40 plus. But maybe it's also the things I'm interested in has people I think about that. I had that exact same thought the other night, David. What was I think it was actually I was watching The Boys and I was thinking to myself like all the actors are like older than me ish or around my age. Like this kind of but then I thought about it like maybe it's just everything I watch has people my age in it. Like it's scope. I literally had that exact thought the other night. That's weird. It was a Beatle. Millie Bobby Brown, thank you. Yeah. Isn't Drake super Christian? 9 out of 10 true crime stories I listen to, the perpetrator hides behind Christianity. It's pretty fucking sick. Like, they're usually really high up in a church somewhere. They mask well. Gross. Gross. They're anti-sex work. There you go. Yeah. Why do people gatekeep anything? Because I think they like the feeling of superiority or something. I don't know. I think it's a sense of like, if I hold this information and don't give it to you, then I have something that you don't. I don't know. I don't know. It's very strange. I regularly ran discussion groups on men and mental health and feminism, international intersectional feminism, queerness in the global south, quest quest lectures, like my tutor telling us about feminine voices in classical Athens. Oh shit, and we also did sex education sessions, especially focusing on genital health and safety. We ran lots of campaigns and protests, including collecting tampons and pads from our society to have them available for free in gender neutral bathrooms because the uni wouldn't. What a fucked uni. That's fucking awesome though. People are so used to bonding by being against something. Yes, they bond with hate instead of love. It's very weird. Yeah. And excluding people, they don't know how to bond by being for something, like nerding out, or bond by inclusion instead of othering. Like, people love to bond by othering. That is such a thing. You're totally right with that. And I'm glad we don't do that. I'm glad we all bond over just the fact that we're weird and a little unstable. Most of us take meds. It's so much healthier because we just encourage each other, like, don't forget your meds, man. You don't deserve to see the talking walnut today. It's validating to have control over others as petulant and childish as it is. It totally is. Yeah, I said that the other day. It's a shock when you watch a show regularly, but substantial time has passed, but you still think they look like they did in the show. It's very weird. Priests in the Middle Ages were just gatekeepers of Christ. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's an old school mentality I see a lot at work. Silo thought. The idea of having this little fiefdom where they're the smartest person in the room, it's disgusting. Like, grow up. He's 44 in Terminator 2? Damn! Really? Damn. How old is... Oh, I guess, yeah, he's like late 60s, early 70s now, right? Ish. Religion and feminism was my baby. I love bringing minority genders together to talk about faith, Hinduism, Christianity, humanism, Islam, Quakers. I mean, it's fascinating. It's a fascinating topic. It's something that I don't think very many people can say they're not interested in. Don't forget your
If you take your
meds.
joy today, never forget to take your joy, and I guarantee your day will go as smooth as velvet.
Age is never a defining factor in success. No. Mm-mm. If you, like, I think the only thing it defines is, if you get successful when you're younger, you have a chance of a longer career simply because there's more years on the planet. So, like, I guess you could be deemed more successful because you have more time, but other than that, not really. If you can't make your own neurotransmitters, store-bought is perfectly okay. Please take them. Amen. He's in his 70s. 76! He looks great for his age. Really. He really does. If this drives the point home, J.K. Rowling actively acknowledged us and that she hates us.
Oh my god, is that like a success though? Did you guys succeed? I would have patted myself on the fucking back.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'd be like, I mean, if you can get one of the most outspoken turfiest of turfs to come at you, you must be doing something good, There was a realization that people in their prime aren't actually people who are 22, even though it feels like something you keep being told. It is very strange. Do you think it's because they want people who are 22 or younger to try to get into the industry as soon as possible so they can manipulate them and mold them to their whims? And it's harder to do with someone who's older and more established in the way they are and has lived a real life, you know? I just got a turkey breast out of the oven, mustard glaze. Ooh, freshly made garlic butter. I act like I'm the smartest person in the room because more often than not, I am. If anything, I'm an example of, and any idiot can act like a genius, but it takes a real genius to act like an idiot. Isn't there a saying that's similar to that? It's like, better to be assumed a fool than speak and remove all doubt or some shit like that. Aren't TERFs now saying that JK was a man? Are they? I thought she... Wait, are they going after her now? I have no idea. I try not to pay attention to her. There's studies that suggest the mental prime is from 65 to 80, assuming you take care of your body. I would believe that. You've got the most, like, life experience and wisdom. People just prey upon people who seek fame too hard. I think that's... It's like a psychology. It's some sort of psychological thing. I think it's infuriating that Turfling has portrayed herself as male, female, and non-binary as it made her life easier, but people who do it authentically... Yeah. Like, did Rowling live long enough to become the villain in her own story? She totally did. She really did. Because I very clearly remember a moment when we were all celebrating her hard because there was some statistic that came out where, like, J.K. Rowling was the only person in the world to not be a billionaire simply because she gave so much of her money to charity. And, like, she perpetuated the story that she wrote the books while she was homeless, living in her car with her children, and she wrote these stories for her kids and all this shit. But it was all just lies. But we definitely, we went from this point of like, oh my God, she's such a good person, and she wrote these heroic books, to like, wow, what a hateful cunt. What a hateful cunt she is. And I think actually someone said this the other day, but her publishers had her use the name J.K. Rowling because they wanted everyone to assume she's a man. Because she would sell more books. Right? Something like that. That's the thing. We can pretend like that people like Harvey Weinstein are an aberration rather than the norm. The amount of stories that have not come out about the abuse of child stars. Exactly. It's the priest thing, right? They make a documentary about one bad one, and it's like, come on now. You can't just make us think that this one bad one happened and you did something and now it's all better. Like, it's still going on. Like, it's still, like, now. Some TERFs are weird about that when, like, that's feminism, babes. A woman having to change her name to be recognized, so close to the point. Words. Words. Her books were super hateful in a lot of ways too. And it's sad. It's sad that that shit has like, yeah, it's just sad. She can't take my fun memories of Harry Potter away from me. Fuck that fucking turf hoe. They think men are the default and women are writing for girls. Wow. Gross. I don't know. I think she just came up because we were talking about nonsensical hate in general. And she tends to be a very nonsensical, hateful person. Kind of, out of out of nowhere. Out of fucking nowhere. It's true she escaped from an abusive marriage in the early 90s and was living on benefits with her infant, but with a dead mother and an estranged father and was writing wait, she lived with her dead mother? She got a teaching job quite quickly though. Yeah, I I hope she fades away into obscurity. That'd be great. Yeah, she actively uses her fortune, fame, notoriety to attack an entire group of people who have done nothing to her. I mean, not that anything justifies what she does by weaponizing her audience, but yeah, it's bullshit. Oh my god, vile. Shut the fuck up. That's pretty beautiful, to be honest. Hold on. Well, I'm dumb. I was wondering while I was doing housework, couldn't hear the stream.
I was muted.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I've been there. The random cafe she wrote in was owned by a relative and she didn't have to pay. The random cafe, really? I would love to ignore that bitch. She just keeps becoming relevant again. Delphinus, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus swings for 35 months. I fucking appreciate you. You can have a legitimately difficult life, but like, same, you ain't special. Hard, same. You can have a legitimately difficult life and not become a hateful piece of shit. She could have just shut the fuck up and sat in her castle counting her money, but no. I know, right? Like, just like unplug your keyboard, type your hateful things into the nonsense, feel good about a whole hour. You win today. Vile sat with stream on for an hour before realizing it was mute. Which, I mean, not as a flex, but considering this is my stream and I'm relatively loud, that's impressive. I am vastly impressed that this is the stream you didn't notice was fucking muted. Really? You're right. I honestly, Knives, I think it started with her out of nowhere, seemingly, being like, oh yeah, by the way, Dumbledore was gay. And we were, oh my god, there's the music. We were all like, what? Okay, thank you? Like, it was post-gaying. And she was like, oh yeah, he was in love with this, and I'm writing a new book that'll show it, and all this stuff. And we were like, okay. And then we all kind of got leery of that because we were like, the post-gayifying is very, well, what the fuck? What did that have anything to do with him? Like, are you trying to say he was fucking hairy? Like, what are you trying to say here? None of it made a lot of sense. And then she was like, oh yeah, no, I fucking hate the trans community, and they're not real women because they've never had a period. I am so sorry, but if anyone ever comes at me and tries to define my experience as a woman by the blood between my legs once a month, I will punch them hard enough to collapse their trachea, probably. It will just be a reflex, and it's self-defense at that point, right? How dare you define my life by a period? Fuck you. That is some bullshit. Or any other woman, trans or otherwise, by that. What the fuck? Again, we are just breeding cows. Really, that's just going back to like, you're a cow to be bred, and that's it. Have you ever heard of Stephen Fry talk about his conversations with her? No. While recording the audiobooks for the Harry Potter books, he was having issues with saying the phrase, Harry pocketed it. No, but there was a show that came out. I was just trying to think of it. I think it was on HBO or something. And it was like a mini series. I think it came out last year or the year before. And it was like A miniseries that touted itself as just a series on the history of mythical animals. Like, where did we get the fucking idea for unicorns from and goblins and so on and so forth? And then once you clicked it and got into it, you were like, oh, it's narrated and hosted by J.K. Rowling and Stephen Fry back and forth. This happened recently in time, though, and I don't know how the fuck he keeps working with that hoe. Like, what's going on there? Like, why is she still relevant? I was so pissed. I clicked it and I was like, ooh, unicorn. Why her? Like, you get fucking baited into it. I don't like that at all. Defined by the blood part, exactly, which is so stupid. It's misogyny with extra steps. Anti-queer, all people must be in breeding pairs. God, that's like the Mooney cult. A fan just asked her at a book signing if Dumbledore had a wife, and she was like, oh no, he's gay. This was pre-2009 and post-2007. I totally believe that's genuine because honestly, I wouldn't want representation in gay Dumbledore. Dude was a creepy old man. Dude was an old creepy man. I want my gays in the student population. She was dead set on not writing anything else Potter at that point, and she continued that narrative until Cursed Child randomly happened, which is when she got so much colder and distant. Did you try to read Cursed Child? Because I totes did, and I could not read it. It was so bad. It was so bad. I bought it. I bought the hardback. I tried. I couldn't get it. I could not get through it. It was so fucking emotionally difficult. It was terrible. Yeah. Yeah. No shit, Lizzie. I bought it at an airport, like getting onto a plane. That's not where you want those kind of feelings in it. I think I left it on the plane. I was like, fuck this shit. Why is this happening to me? Fucking A, dude. Her, though. Anyways, let's not waste time on that bitch anymore. I don't want to talk about J.K. Rowling anymore. It literally is a waste of air. Literally a waste of air. Literally, I've got a few videos, and then we're going to take a break, and then I'm going to play Destiny, because I want to. That's it. I have so many links, sorry. I'm just moving around. I'm worried about what you guys send me sometimes. I'm sorry if my faces are bad. I can't hide my emotions, but what the fuck is your search history like? I'm loading a bowl. I was so angry I watched Goblet of Fire after. That's my favorite. The video of what? Of what? You can put it in the Discord if you want. We have a vids channel. As long as it's not porn. Also, I don't want to see it if it's J.K. Rowling. Ow, David, ow? Did I say ow? I meant to say like, ooh, like excited. We watched the trailer for the new season of D2, and it does look really cool. It does. I'm excited. I think I will definitely probably give it a whirl. I mean, I'll always try it. I have the game. Why not? The last one just petered out so fucking fast. I'm somehow stoned enough that I forgot I already loaded a fresh bowl. I love that. That is that or like opening a grinder to grind weed and finding a full fucking grinder. Those are two moments in time where you're just like, thank you, Stoned Katie. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. What? Ooh, I think this one's from Lizzie. This is like, the universe is not a fair place. Phrases? Phrases Comusica? What's that? Holy shit on my cock ass. That was loud. I'm so sorry. Everything is just, there's no even keel. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. It's a video. I didn't see what was going. No, don't like it. I don't know if I like it yet. Unlike. Fuck you. I don't know if I like you yet. Don't take my like. It was like a clip of that. Basically, like the first 10 seconds or whatever as a TikTok. I'm glad they made a full video because that was dank. Okay, I have to pee. quite bad, as is usual, because I just drink a lot of water. This is already empty. This is insane. I'm so sorry. Cliffle, let me give you a permit. Yeah. Let me give you a permit and I'll grab it before I pizzle. Yeah, we have link protection just because, randos like to come in and post horrible things like murder porn or something stupid like that. All right. I mean, David, I'm creating a new character, so we can't play together for at least a couple hours, so don't worry about it. You can't play together at the beginning. Anyways, oh my god, it's a Wicked game cover by a 15-year-old. Shut up. Is it going to blow our asses off? Okay, I got it. Don't do it. Don't. I'm going to unmute it. Is it going to play? It didn't. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Why New Guardian? Because I've never made a Titan. I don't know. I've never completely leveled out a Titan. I have a Warlock and a Hunter that are 820 and 822 or something. 18, excuse me, 1820 and 1822. And I play with them pretty consistently. But every time I start with a Titan, I get like hung up on they're slow. Like, you know what I mean? Like Warlocks can be kind of slow, but I learned how to like spec out a Warlock to make them as fast as a Hunter. Hunters are really fast. Titans look really fun. That's why I kind of want to make one. I have a spot open because I just play those other two. Titans look fun. Like, you do missions and shit, or I'll do Gambit or Crucible with Titans. And the way that they can just like jump into the fray is so intimidating, but it looks really fun. Whereas I'm the type, I float to like a rooftop and throw a bomb or something like that. But they're allowed to be slow because stupid DPS. What do you mean? Bash, that's what I want to do. I want to do some sort of build that's basically like just fucking shield bash everything, something like that. I told you I was afraid of spiders, and I remembered I have this giant remote controlled spider, and I just want to be the match that burns the world. Dude, you are me. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh yeah, let's pee. Sorry. I had to fetch the hoons. I feel like Morticia with the sun. Um I laid out like black like weed sheeting kind of shit, and the dogs I'm pretty sure mice that live out in my field like are using running underneath that stuff to like run the yard so the dogs don't see them, and my dogs fucking were on it like sniffing it and trying to tear it apart and shit. I had to stop them. I love them dogs, they're the best. I gotta like that song. That Halloween song is great. Let's see, the tits. Didn't it? It turned out pretty good, right? I tried to take pictures of it the night of, but it took so long to like wash out that I it was dark. And it's darker. It's like a lot darker than it was before, and so it's hard to get the colors to show if there's not like super fucking bright lights on it, but it turned out pretty good. I really like the green. I'm glad I didn't put it on top, but it did turn out nice. And it's not bleeding all over me. That's the best. I love Iroiro for that. There's nothing like dyeing your hair blue, taking an hour shower to like get all the dye out, and then going to bed and waking up with half of a blue face. All right. Let's play some fucking Destiny. Oh shit, no, there's one more. We have two more videos, and then we'll play Destiny. Calling it at that. I was like, they're green, like, so I just put them in a bowl on my counter in my kitchen and just left them there for a week, and they ripened. They ripened. They turned red and orange and yellow and all these different colors, and I ended up making, to this day, I'm pretty sure it was the best tomato sauce I've ever made in my entire life. It was so good. I don't have a grow light anymore. I got rid of it. I just don't have the room to do anything indoors, which is why my shit's outside. No shit, they were perfect within 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm saying it works. I think the plant is just to keep them growing bigger and bigger, but they don't need to be rooted to ripen. I don't know a shit. I've grown tomatoes, but I don't know a shit ton about them. I'm mostly just like a trial and error kind of tomato girl, Just kind of like do my best. But tomatoes tend to be pretty easy in my experience. Like I'm not obsessing over my plants, and they're prolific. Destiny 2. It's a great game. If you have a leaf blower, gently hit them first thing in the morning and last thing at night. Keeps the moisture off them. Oh, no shit. I just posted a pic from this morning. We'll post a close-up when I'm home from the farm. Fuck yeah, hold on. I actually have Discord open. Don't do that to me, Discord. Oh my god, CNA Moist, did you see my keef catch? I took a picture of it and I just showed stream today, actually. I didn't even put it in Discord yet. Um, I'm part of R Trees on Reddit, which is just a subreddit for potheads. And there was a post where someone posted a picture of their grinder and said, I just found out today there's a third compartment to my grinder. And it was like a block of keef fell out of it. And I was like, oh, tee hee, haha. Who the fuck, what kind of noob forgets their keef catch? Me. I opened mine and it was actually a literal block that came out. And it filled Kiefer Sutherland almost completely. So I've been keef bowling it today, which is why I'm nursing it because it's so strong. But like, this is so much keef. Fucking idiot, Katie. It's like, honestly, if you don't smoke as much as I do, if you're just like a casual smoker, it would never fill up at that rate. It fills up at that rate because I smoke so much and I'm grinding a shit ton of weed. Like, this is just today. It's already covered the base. Or, well, today and like one bowl last night. That's how much keef I've already got. It's like, it's crazy. It builds up really fucking fast. Keef is strong. You got to be gentle with keef because keef it can be very, very potent. Ripening tomatoes on the plants makes them sweeter than picking them green. Also, if you want to use the seeds, you want them to ripen on the plant. Good to know. It's also helpful to know that tomatoes are the happiest if treated like vines. Growing straight up isn't their favorite. You know, I learned that by watching some not weird, but it was like an obscure random YouTube video that went on autoplay that was about like gardening, not just gardening. It was like big prolific ancient gardens like in Italy and stuff. These gardens that were part of a house that are old as fuck and still going. And they showed a part where they went and picked their tomatoes to make tomato sauce. And I noticed their tomato plants were just on the ground. Like they had tomato plants that were just collapsed onto the ground, growing across the ground, kind of like a pumpkin plant almost, but like not a pumpkin plant, obviously not the huge leaves and everything. And they were like, all they need is lots of sun. That's all you need to do. I know I'm gonna need a bigger acrylic container. I know. Sometimes it'll settle, you know, but like I need to keef. I'm gonna put some keef on my bowl. I'm gonna keef my bowl up real quick before it's time playing. Cause that's dangerous. Oh my god, your plants are so much more epic than mine. Someday I'm gonna be this cool. Someday I'm gonna be as cool as C Nemo is. Are you kidding me? That one's a fucking tree, brah. We're gonna trip in our egg-shaped rocket ship. You know, what's funny? I don't think I'm growing Roma tomatoes right now, but I grew 3 different tomato plants. One of them did really well. The other 2, they grew, but they didn't get pollinated. I think it was too late in the season. But they were called like pizza tomatoes or whatever. It was part of a seed pack that my mom gave me, and it was like all the plants to grow to make your own pasta sauce. So it was like basil and tomatoes and something else. And so my tomato plants are only like, well, they're like probably 2 feet tall, but the tomatoes on them are dense as fuck. Like these are supposed to be container tomatoes, I think, or indoor or something. Because there's enough tomatoes on it that it would be a normal sized tomato plant, but they're all fucking clustered. Are we playing a spooky game? No, we're playing Destiny actually, it's kind of spooky. Don't forget this one playing. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? I fucking love pickles. I love pickles. We're gonna wait, hold on. Hold on, Najil. Wait. Manage your inventory between characters? I'm starting a new character, though. Why would I want that? Right now? I'm gonna be so fucking low level. Don't you start out as like 1600 or something? Okay, I'll just go with it. All right. Maybe like once my I mean, I'm literally have not even made it. I don't even know what I want to do yet. I mean, I know I want to make a Titan. I would like to make a Titan. I'm keeping my bowl. I'm sorry. I fucking love pickles. Are you kidding me? I live on pickles. Pickles and peanut M&Ms and poodles. Penis. Pompadours. Papillon. Pudding. Perineum. Oh, like maybe move higher level guns over. I might, yeah. I don't even know like what I've never played a Titan. Like I'm assuming they do like shotguns, auto rifles, sidearms. I'm assuming it's a lot of up close and personal kind of shit, and all my other characters are like kind of distance characters. So I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe. Well, you can use anything, but like Titans are kind of hand to hand, like rush into the battle and bash things. Whipping out a sniper rifle feels fucking stupid. You can, but just because you can does not mean thou'st should. Yeah. Could be rather dumb. No, I'm not using a ring light. That's the window. It makes me feel like like Elvira or some shit. No, it's the fucking window. It's just really bright right now. I know it's Morticia shit. The light, it's right here. I know it's my monitor. I wonder. Nope, it's gonna be bad back here too. I don't know. Yeah, it's the window. It's really bright out today. I think it's coming back because it's pissed about the fucking eclipse or something. Use your sniper rifle to bash people. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm not a good. I mean, I'm okay. I don't know. I'm not great at this game. I'm okay. I just play a lot of it. I wouldn't say I'm fabulous at it. I just do. I'm not a player. I just fuck a lot. Da-na-na. Safi, my love, how are you? I died it the other day on stream, man. It took a long time, but it turned out okay. Turned out okay. Can't really see the lavender. That might have been a waste of time, but it's okay. We did our fucking darndest. Did I change the category? I think I did. Gotta move chat over so I can see you guys. Boop. Hades 2 doesn't have a fucking release date yet. And to be fair, I have played the living hell out of that game. I know. Hades 2, no shit. The release date was this August of 2023. So, like, I'd love to see it. Once they announce like a release date for that shit, fuck yeah. We'll dive back in. Maybe we'll do the story again or something like that, like a new playthrough. But it's disgusting. I have so many hours in that game. I don't even want to talk about it. It's like so many. But it's a perfect game. Dude, get a Steam Deck. It's so much fun. Hades 1 is phenomenally fun, and if you find it too hard, because a lot of people aren't into, like, the roguelite, like, fast combat kind of thing, it has an amazing feature called God Mode, but it doesn't put you in God Mode. It, like, procedurally gives you a little bit of help as you go. It doesn't just make you a god. And you can turn it on and off at any point while you're playing. So, like, if you're stuck on a certain boss, you can turn it on. It's so fucking nice and helpful because, like, I feel like Hades is one of those games, at least when I played it, I beat my fucking head against a wall of one boss for months. And once it clicked, and once I got past that boss, it was like I could get to Hades almost every single time as long as I got, like, a decent roll. I don't know. I don't know if there's a curve with it. No shit. So you like Starfield? I'm glad people are enjoying it. It looked cool. Space is cool. Me too, 100%. I just keep going forever. The game is taking forever to start up. I swear to God, I clicked it. To buy a Switch? Are they planning a new console at all? Switches are pretty dank. I honestly prefer the Switch over the Stream Deck simply because like Nintendo games are kind of built graphically to work on smaller screens. The Stream Deck, it's like there's a handful of games that I play on it, but most games, it's just so small. I can't see fucking anything. Hades is 50% off on Switch right now. See if Safi says, thank you, Safi. Why'd you start running, Forrest? I don't know. I just started running and didn't stop. Nintendo's gonna release a new console next year. Welcome back. It's thrusting us right into the brand new content, so it's so blue. The screen is very purple. We're going right into it. A bowl? Oh, no shit. Yeah, this is pretty universally considered your bowl. A cone would be like a pre-roll. Ooh, David joined me. It's usually got like a crutch in it or a filter, and then it's, the paper that's in the shape of a cone and you like stuff it. I have some somewhere. Yeah, I smoke it like in literal quadrants. Like I nurse a bowl. So like I know I have friends who are in South Africa, and they taught me how they smoke. They have itty bitty bowls, and like when you hit it, you toast that whole bowl. Like you don't pack it very high, and you toast the whole bowl. Like that's kind of the culture of it. But because I smoke so much on stream, weed is expensive, and I don't want to be like stoned out of my fucking mind. I pack a bowl and then I nurse it like that, and I kind of smoke around in a circle. And the way that I pull it, it pulls straight down, so it does like columns of the bowl at a time. Ooh, pizza. Fuck yeah. All right. Fix that on my own time. I don't know what's going on with him. It's being a bitch. It's being such a bitch. Are you guys going to the Twitch party or just find good hang out? Good Guardian ranks per shut up game. Or just find a good gang to hang out with. I personally in the past, I have never gone to any of the parties because I'm usually always there either by myself or with other girls. And as much as I hate this reality, it ain't safe to be a woman alone in the streets in the middle of the night. So I've just never really felt safe. Also, I'm not a big partier. I don't drink. So I don't know. I usually just kind of find a group of people I like and go where they want to go. Because I don't know. I don't really have anything. It's Vegas. So there's so much to fucking do. It's going to be real hard to be bored there. You know what I'm saying? I've never upgraded to first class on purpose, but I was upgraded one time because I accepted like they had over whatever, overstocked the plane. What's it called? They oversold, and they were taking volunteers, and I volunteered to stay because I didn't have a connecting flight or anything like that, and I was like, "Ah, fuck it, I can waste a few hours in the airport." And they gave me an upgrade to first class, and it was pretty weird. Overbooked. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. Dude, fuck yeah. I don't ever go to the Twitch party. Well, that's a lie. I went 1 year, Johnny, and I can't remember which TwitchCon it was. But I mean, I was just like, why not? I didn't know any better. And the TwitchCon party, like, they had a white picket fence for partners to stand in, and then like everyone else that stood on the other side of the white picket fence, and it was like kind of felt like cattle a little bit. Not my jam. That was my one experience, and ever since then, I've just stayed the fuck out of them and usually just go do other. I'm not kidding. It was a little white picket fence, like something you would see around a Nana's front lawn. Mm-hmm. And it was, if you were a partner, Twitch provided free snacks and drinks. But if you weren't a partner, fuck you. But like, we would just go get all the stuff and just like hand it over the white picket fence because it was just kind of weird. I don't know. I've never ever wanted like, what the fuck? This is the boundary we already have to live with all the time. Why would I go to TwitchCon to put up another one? It might have been Long Beach, dude. I did go to the Long Beach one. Can never remember which ones is which because my brain's mixed up. I think it was because the one before Long Beach, I think, was the one where Dead Mouse came and it wasn't. I didn't go to the Dead Mouse one. I don't think so. I think that was like the first TwitchCon ever. It's been a while. I don't remember. But it is, Mayo, that's how I feel. Like, some people may feel, like, special or, like, they're being prioritized as a partner by being in this white picket fence. I felt like cattle. I felt very gross about it. I went in, got some drinks and shit from my friends, handed it over that white fence and left. It was weird. I don't like it. And, like, it happens more often than not where I'm literally walking around with some friends of mine from the community or from other communities that I hang out in on Twitch, and I'll walk up somewhere and they're like, "Oh, are you a partner? Come on in." And no one I'm obviously, like, almost linked arms with is allowed to do anything I'm doing, and they just it's just uncomfortable, and I'm like, "No, I'd rather not," and I just walk away. They do that a lot. There's a lot of stuff like that where it's like they wanna make you feel special, but in turn, they're gonna make everyone you're with feel like fucking garbage. None of that makes me feel good. I'm not feeling special or anything. I just saw you treat everyone I care about like garbage. Build a wall, but who's a pleb? Long Beach was the Queen Mary. That was the one where they did like the haunted. I didn't go to that party either, but I didn't go because Eliza and her mom were literally staying in a room on the Queen Mary. So we just went to their room and got plastered and watched the weird carnival thing happen from their window. That was a cool one though. I like the Queen Mary. TwitchCon seems far more for the streamer's motivation to go low. It's maybe like to me, the con itself feels like something geared towards people who want to start streaming. But if you've been streaming for any amount of time and it's like people can hear you and see you successfully, there's nothing there for you. Because they like the Go XLR is the only thing that is a Go XLR. No one has improved upon it. No one has tried to make anything similar to it. So there's no upgrade. Like that's, headphones are headphones are headphones. There's a million headsets out there, but those are the kind of things in the con itself that I don't understand. Who the fuck is going to TwitchCon to get into streaming? I don't know. TwitchCon to me is just a vessel to get a bunch of people there that I like talk to all day that I would like to actually hang out with in person. Because I am an in-person person sometimes, at least once a year. It's fun to actually like sit and look someone in the eyes and have a beer and like talk to a few human beings. I don't want to do it all the time, emotionally and mentally exhausting, but there's something about it I do enjoy that. I wouldn't go if it was only streamers going at all. I would have nothing to fucking do there. But that's just me. I don't go to hang out at the big I don't go like a lot of streamers go to do what's the word? Network. A lot of people go there to network. I don't. I go there to hang out with people. Networking has happened, but on accident. And to me, I'm like, oh, we're becoming friends, and it just ends up being a great job opportunity. I don't even, like, I didn't even register that part, I guess. Right, CJ, exactly. Tiki's the, Tiki. TC's the catalyst to get us all together, and the amount of time that I'll actually spend at the venue is minimal. Me too. I'll probably walk in it once a day to do a round, but on top of the venue not being really anything to sniff at ever, no matter where it's been, my little sister's coming, and she didn't buy a pass for TwitchCon, because why the fuck would she? And I would like to hang out with her, and she can't go in the con, so why the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Did you go to the party at the Queen Mary, Pucky? What did you think of it? That, like, haunted carnival thing? If you see Ninja in person, we're gonna be best friends. I know it. You're right, Johnny. I don't know if anybody does go for the con. There's nothing the con provides other than being a catalyst to get everyone together that I can't do online myself. Like, look at reviews for products and stuff. I don't even know. Does Ninja still stream? Honestly, I've never seen a stream of his. I don't know. Most effective networking is by accident. Trying hard to do it seems weird. That's seriously the best, the weirdest, most like the most grand opportunities I've ever been presented that I should have never been presented have been because I was just nice to someone randomly at a party or at a bar, and they just so happened to be, like, a CEO somewhere. But, like, I don't go out and I think some people and a lot of people do that, like, the CEOs are there to network as well, so it's not like, both parties are going out for the same purpose, and they're both supposedly benefiting, kind of. But, yeah, it's, I don't wanna hang out with a bunch of salesmen trying to sell me shit, like and there's, like, maybe 10 streamers in the world that make any money anyways, so I don't know who the fuck they're trying to sell to. It's not like any of us are rolling, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm gonna find someone cool to raid and take my dogs out because 'cause they're both sitting on my feet right now like little assholes. They know what fucking time it is. In person, they can see how weird I am. Yikes. But all people are kinda weird, right? Oh my god. Okay, I know where we're going. Oh my god, Johnny, I will never, ever, 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 ever turn down chocolate. Ever. If I turn down chocolate, sex, or weed, I am deeply ill or a doppelganger has taken over. It's time to go. Like, walk away. I'm here to murder. Like, it's not me. I'm in a closet somewhere. Those are just that is the trifecta. Like, if I die, if you want to summon me in a Satan circle, there you go. Easy. Fucking easy. I'm off tomorrow. So tomorrow's my day off. Tomorrow we're actually gonna go meet someone I met on Rover, the app, to take care of my dogs. I'm really hoping they're nice. And then Tuesday I'll be back. And then Thursday, like, depending on if I've packed enough or whatever, I'll probably stream on Thursday because literally our flight's not till like 8 o'clock at night. 8:30 at night, something like that. It's hella late. So yeah, that's the normal schedule. Tomorrow's my one day off, but yeah, tomorrow's my like pack up and feed all the animals and all that shit. And then what is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we leave on. God damn, it's crazy how fast it's approaching. Um, Either Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll be doing the mass tarantula feeding day. So if you enjoy or don't, when I pull out all my spiders, lay them out on the counter, and we like plop, plop, plop cockroaches and watch them go to town, those days will be for you or they won't be for you. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It depends on when I can go get cockroaches and gross shit. Cockroaches are disgusting. So I went to look who was live, and literally Smokealogue pops up playing motherfucking BioShock Infinite, which is one of the best games in the entire world. If you've never played it before, check it out. It's so good. It's so not the same thing as the first two BioShocks. Like, it's not in Rapture. It's totally different, and it's just so well done. And Smokealogue's just a fucking winner, so go hang out and have a good time. But yeah, tomorrow's day off day, so take your joy, drink water, clean your bong, all the good things. Take care of your fucking self, and I'll see you motherfuckers Tuesday morning, bright and early. Wish me luck with the Rover lady. Let's hope she's nice and my dogs don't hate her, because then what? Then what? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't go to Vegas. So, if you want a dope hug, pray that the fucking Rover people are awesome. On that note, cheers and take your fucking joy and wash your hands and pee after sex and all those things. And I'll see you on Tuesday and Wednesday for maybe some tarantula shit.